Hello everybody, James here from It's Much More. Thank you very much for stopping by. In this video we're taking a look at the Evercade VS Founder Edition. We're going to unbox it, have a hands-on gameplay and look around the menus and some of the games, and also give you our first impressions of what we thought. So here is the outside of the box, showing you that the Evercade VS console. Let's open up this box then, shall we, and show you the contents. So there it is, there is the Evercade VS Founder Edition console. So here's what's inside the box. You have the Evercade VS Quick Start Guide, link cable guide, a poster, right, we'll stick that up on the wall. In the Founder Edition it does include these carts. We'll go through each of those in just a moment and show you a little bit of them. You have the controllers here. As you can see, they're stacked up, just like how the Evercade handheld was. So here's the starter pack here, you lift it up, and there you go. So this is included in the Founders Edition. This is something which I may not use, but it's the Evercade VS Founder Edition cartridge holder. You also get a certificate of authentication and also some little card pictures of the VS and a keyring. So here is the USB power cable, the Evercade link cable, no HDMI cable included. So this is the console itself. So it looks rather nice, showing the 4 controller ports on the front. Open it up, there's the 2 slots for the cartridges. On the back of the console you have the USB power and also the HDMI port. So it's quite lightweight and showing you the 4 controller ports there as well. So here are the carts. You have the Intellivision Collection 1, the Bitmap Brothers Collection 1, Galaco Arcade Collection 1, Atari Arcade Collection 1, Data East Arcade Collection 1, Technos Arcade Collection 1. So that's what you get inside the Evercade Founder Edition. So those are the contents. So you get quite a nice lot of games and the unit itself. Okay, so let's power this up then, shall we? So yeah, nothing happened after pressing the power button, and then I tried to look in the user manual, didn't say anything about holding it down for a length of time, and it actually worked. So yes, first cart using, just like the Evercade itself, I started off with Data East. So this is what you're greeted with. Choose your language, select English, welcome to the VS. So it's choosing my network straight away. So there we are, the Evercade HQ network. I'm going to set my password, there it is for my network. And it's now adding the network, checking the network connection and checking the IP address. Connection successful. Right, I don't know what I'm connected to. Here we go, here's the user agreement, which we all read, but there's some important bits here. So you've got the updates, which you may need to be aware of, and also if there's any error reporting. So those are the things that you should keep an eye on every so often. It's all there for you to take a look at. Would I like to update it now? No, I'm not going to update it now. I want to have a look at it, what it's like straight away off the bat. So here we are, nicely greeted here with the Data East Arcade 1 in there, showing the 10 games. On the left hand side shows you that there's 1 cart there. Also there's a cog, so I'm guessing that's going to be the settings. So here we are in the settings. Let's look at the first one, which is display. So you can change the aspect ratio to original pixel perfect full screen. You can also have some shaders and scan lines on. Change the bezels, all looking quite good, which is a good feature. Logo one looks nice, and the box art looks nice as well. And scan lines you can have on or off. We're going to select the box art bezel for this one. In the theme setting you can choose dark, light or VS Classic. We'll stick with the VS Classic. Sound settings, you can change the background music and also the sound effects volume. In the network settings, just displays your network settings there. Accessibility, language, system, you can check for updates, shows you the firmware, factory reset map controller. Here's the legal support if you wanted to read through all of that for each of the carts, publishers and developers and all that sort of great stuff, if you wanted to do that. And some of the games as well have their own legal, all rights reserved. So here we go, the credits. This is something that we was all excited about, just seeing our names in the Founder Edition. So there's only one name really worth looking for in here if you do have this for yourself. Let's see if I'm actually on here then. See if I don't have to kick off to anyone to get an update. Let's have a look. Let's scroll down to the J area. Got all these people, founders. Whew. Let's have a look. Where am I? There I am. Yes. If you know my name, it's on the right hand side there. It is the voice of Iron Man. So if you figure that out, you know what my name is. Okay, so down the bottom there you can see there's also secret as well. Enter a secret code. Okay, so I don't know any of those. Back to the cart then. So here's all the games that we can have in the Data East Arcade 1. This looks really, really nice. It's kind of like the posters, I think, for each of the games. So yeah, a little bit different. Normally you'd have the cases or the box art, but now they look like the arcade posters, which is pretty cool. So yeah, when you add another cart in there as well, which I found out afterwards, it will display underneath where it says Data East, it will display the other cart that you have and the number of games. And also on the left hand side as well, where that little cart is, there'll be two cart icons. You can choose to display both carts or one cart, whichever you prefer. So let's play Sly Spy. Oh, that's very nice. So it displays a little bit about the game. There's the controls underneath. And if you press the read more button, it tells you a little bit more about the game itself. Let's go and play it, shall we? Oh yes, nice. It's very arcade-like, starting with the winners don't use drugs. There's a nice bezel side art as well, so that's nice.
Live by.
Awesome. I must say these controllers feel very nice indeed to play these games with. And I can actually sit back on the sofa and play the game. What's this? Enter your security clearance code. I haven't got a clue. Let's just put anything. Good morning. Okay. Agent. Oh, I could have called myself 007 or 006. I did not know that. So yeah, I'm going to show you some gameplay now then. Let's see some Sly Spy then, shall we? Controls feel nice and the D-pad feels good on this controller as well. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. That's enough of that. Let's go and change some settings then, shall we? So we press start, go into the display settings. Let's make it full screen, shall we? And let's put on some scan lines as well. Whew, not strong ones, let's just put those ones. There we are. That looks quite impressive as well. So I'm just going to show you a bit more gameplay then, full screen with the scan lines on. This is already quite a difficult game, so I'm going to look forward to playing through this, and the fact that I can add in credits as much as I want makes it even better to return to. So there we go, let's get out of that one, shall we, and check on the controls. Let's change it back, just so I can remember to keep the scan lines off, and back to the normal size screen. So there we go, that was some gameplay, unboxing, and I'm now going to tell you my first impressions of the Evercade VS Founder Edition console. So these are my first impressions of the Evercade VS Founder Edition. The Evercade VS Founder Edition, or the Evercade VS itself, is a better alternative to play, in my opinion, your Evercade games on the big TV or on a TV screen, because connecting the Evercade handheld itself via a HDMI mini cable wasn't the best, because it was quite a heavy handheld. So here are the plus points then. So you get all those nice things inside the bundle, that's great, but the plus point for me is the fact that you get all those games and those carts. It looks nice in the black slick look. The controller feels great. The menu and the UI layout is very nice. It reminds me of Antstream Arcade and OnLive as well when you log in. Very much like OnLive. How it runs is really good. The games all seem to work great off the bat. I've not found any issues just yet. All nice features, changing the side art, adding scan lines, bezels, and all that sort of great stuff that you'd want has now been added. The fact that you can update the firmware online easier than a handheld is also a good plus point. So here are the bad points for me. Then the negative points, the fact that it didn't come with a HDMI cable, even though everyone should have one, I didn't at the time, so it wasn't a plug and play system straight off the bat. When I undone it, I had to find a HDMI cable. It also didn't have the USB power brick that you'd put on the USB cable to power it up. Once again, that wasn't in the box, so I then had to find a USB phone charger port or something or other, or even just try and find somewhere where I can plug it in by USB power. So those two cartridge slots at the front are still a little bit tight, just like the handheld, and I'm not even going to attempt to put the Atari Collection #1 in the console version into the VS just yet. Everything in the box is quite good. I probably won't use half of it, so I won't be using the cartridge holder, I won't be using the keyring, I won't be putting the poster up. The certificate authentication, probably won't use, and maybe put it up on the shelf. Those cards, Also, probably put those up on the shelf as well. The sole reason why I purchased the Evercade VS Founders Edition because of the amount of games it came with. And that is it. Those are my plus points. That's my first impressions, the gameplay, unboxing. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.